Make sure to follow my Instagram at Marspeed_official, where I'll answer all your questions in DMs. Hey guys, so for today's video I will be reviewing my new Seicane touchscreen car stereo that I've had for about a month now. In my 2009 Dodge Charger, I previously took out the stock unit and replaced it with a Pioneer double-din unit. That one cost around $150, and it did the job well, looked pretty good, and I never had any problems with it. But there weren't many features on it, and it had no touchscreen. So I wanted to upgrade to something better, so I'm trying out the Seicane Android model. Seicane has many radios available for all makes and models, but the one I've got is this one here shown on screen, which is compatible with most Avenger, Caliber, Challenger, Charger, Dakota, and Ram vehicles from 2005 to 2011. And the unit costs $460 US. Most other comparable units on the market from companies like Pioneer, Kenwood, and JVC also come with a touchscreen interface with many apps and features, but cost between $500 to $1,000, so the Seicane seems well priced. There are also many additional features you can add on to this radio for an extra cost, like digital TV, a rear view camera, or CarPlay. So looking back to my unit, it is a 6.2-inch 800 by 480 touchscreen, a quad-core CPU, 2 gigs of RAM, and 16 gigs of storage space. So this is plenty to run the Android 7.1.2 system that it has. As you can see on screen, there are many things that this radio is capable of doing, and many nice features that come along with it. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to be testing out these on the radio and seeing what it can do. So first of all, here's the unboxing of the product and all the accessories and cables that come with it. There are 9 things that come in the package: the radio, RCA cables, power harness, USB male to female adapter, user manual, remote control, microphone, GPS antenna, and mini USB to USB female adapt cable. The installation is like any other radio, didn't take very long in the Dodge Charger. I'll be putting up a separate video outlining the details for that step by step. So here's the radio in the car, and sorry for any glare that you might see on the screen from me or the camera. But first of all, the radio definitely looks really nice inside the car and runs very smoothly. As I said earlier, there's 2 gigs of RAM, so that makes this radio and touchscreen pretty smooth with no lagging. I've also never noticed the radio getting hot, even after long periods of driving with the radio constantly being used. And as you can see on each side of the radio, there are buttons. On the left side, there's power, volume, home, back, and navigation buttons, along with a micro USB plug-in for things like a phone charger. And on the left side, there's the tuner, mute, band, AMS, and a micro SD slot. So that slot can be used to add more storage or play media like music on the radio. So let's go through some of the features. Most of the apps you see come standard, but I have downloaded some from the Google Play Store, which I'll show in a sec. Pairing to Bluetooth is quick and easy, and I've never had a problem with it, even though I do have an iPhone and it's an Android radio. That of course allows you to make phone calls and play music wirelessly, and you'll be able to communicate as long as you set up the microphone that is included with the system. One feature that I really love is the Wi-Fi connectivity. If you go into settings, you can easily turn on your phone's hotspot and then use your data on screen. Again, it's a super easy process to get connected, and once you do, there are many apps that you can download and use. The unit also does come with a built-in GPS as long as you plug in the antenna, but I prefer to use Google Maps with my phone's data. And you can also use things like Google pretty easily. Just open up the app and type in whatever you want. And the radio is what you'd expect with AM and FM stations, and it's easy to tune through them. Other apps include a world clock, calculator, gallery where you can import pictures, and an amplifier app to control the sound levels. The DVR and AVN apps will work if you hook something up to them. All the cables are included for that. Something like an external camera. If you shift the car in reverse, you can have the radio automatically shift to this setting, so this would be perfect for things like a backup camera in reverse. And there's also an app for steering wheel controls, but I can't show you exactly how that works because unfortunately my car does not have steering wheel controls. If you do want to download apps, again, just using your hotspot, you can head over to Google Play Store and download and install whatever is available. Obviously, some apps might not work too well on a car radio as they would on, say, your phone, but many will work just fine. I've downloaded Instagram to try it out, and of course it's not as fast as it is to load on your phone, but it still works and I'm able to see and like other people's posts and stories, which I think is really cool. Another cool app is Easy Connect, where the screen will mirror what is on your phone. On the iPhone, just swipe up and bring up this settings menu, and then press the EC Mirror QA, and you will see your every move on your phone come up on the radio screen as well, which is another cool feature. Under settings, you can change many things like the wallpaper, notifications, screenshot settings, storage settings, and security. You can also enable or disable safety driving settings, like allowing video and notifications to come up on screen while driving. Clicking About the Machine will give you access to all the hardware details of the unit, and if you go to factory settings and type in the password 126, you'll have access to a bunch more kind of secret menu options that you can change. Just playing around with it, I changed the car logo, so the Dodge car logo will show up whenever the radio turns on from a reset. So this is just like one of the cool secret menu features. And one last feature that I want to look at is the DVD player. So most of these touchscreen stereos now have DVD capability, and I just found a Harry Potter DVD lying around my house, so I wanted to see how the DVD feature works. So I just tossed in the DVD, waited for the system to recognize and play it, skip through all those annoying ads, and then finally the DVD plays, so you can select the main menu, scene selection, languages, and play now. And while the DVD is playing, you can also access the home screen and other apps at any time. And to go back, just click on the DVD app and you're back on the movie. I found that the DVD played super smoothly and the sound was pretty good as well. The last thing I wanted to go over was turning the car on and off. The radio of course shuts off when you turn the car off, and it comes back on very quickly within about a second when you turn the car back on. Overall, I was very happy with this radio. Even though it is an Android unit, my iPhone worked perfectly fine with it for all aspects. I definitely think Seicane has done a nice job with the radio, and I do get compliments when someone else sees it, because it looks good and it was a much needed improvement from the stock radio in these cars. This may not compete with something like a current Uconnect system, for example found in the Chrysler vehicles, but if you do want to upgrade your older stock car stereo, I highly recommend considering Seicane. As I mentioned earlier, I've had this radio for about 1 month now, and I'm a satisfied customer so far. If you do want to purchase anything from Seicane, make sure to use the code Marspeed at checkout and you'll get 5% off. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this radio review. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Mopar and car content, and I'll see you next video.